let's get to what we were originally supposed to be talking about in this section, which is the Euro road
Euro
race.
Worlds. It
The
is
Euro
kind of
Worlds.
The Euro Worlds.
Yeah.
That's what it
that.
was, right? It was the Euro Worlds. It was
Yeah.
The worlds, the normal worlds are the Euro Worlds, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
It's like
what?
like you American sporting people with your World Series.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Super Bowl world
Well,
champions, yeah.
Kit, you missed because I complained about this quite a bit at the end of last week, which is just like
Okay.
the Euros and the Commonwealth game. I just there's this. But
Well,
then
the Commonwealth Games is a whole other thing, which is
Yeah.
mired in difficult questions, and that's different.
general
thing.
ridiculousness. But then it
General
was
ridiculousness.
it was accurately pointed out on Discord after that exactly what you just said, which is I come from a country that is the only one to play certain sports, or at least was at first, and
Yeah.
called
Yeah.
things World Series. And then now that other countries, like for example baseball in Japan, might come in and beat us, we're just like, no, you can't.
Amazing.
This is ours. There is flag football in the LA Olympics.
You need someone to beat you at that. That'd be very
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, which I don't know. Haven't played flag football since I was like in 4th grade. It's like, does anyone else play flag football? Does anyone play
Canada. If Canada beat you, that'd be fun.
That would be very funny.
It would be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, it'd be very funny. Anyway, the Euros, really hard road race.
Yeah.
One with 2 solo rides. Yeah, I mean, like this is it's a reflection of where the sport is now. That when they make days this hard, it makes it
Yeah.
worse.
Mm-hmm.
Just makes it worse, right? Like it's all about balance. It's all about making it just hard enough that you don't have a sprinter win it, because that's boring, and not so hard that the best rider in the world, both men's and women's peloton, can just peace out. Right?
I mean, to be
Whenever they want to.
let's there, I do agree with to a certain extent. I mean, Tim Merlier was the man who was particularly vocal about this past few days. But I don't want to see him win a world championships. I think he should at some point, because he is probably the best sprinter on the planet. But or at least best professional sprinter on the planet. I think if there is an argument for the world championships being won by the best rider of the moment, which is Tadej Pogačar.
Yeah.
And the same for the Euros. However,
But if you make the course easier, he
Yes.
doesn't win it like that.
no, exactly. Yes.
Right.
And that's the whole idea of making something more interesting by making it harder, and the narrative being, it was the survival of the fittest. That's not very fun
Yeah.
to watch. Belgium did a good job of trying to make the Europeans more fun, but they kind of just rolled out a massive long red carpet for Pogačar, 75 kilometers of it. I did enjoy. I mean, I
world's
did
longest
quite enjoy
and
what
most-
the other.
World's longest and most ineffectual lead
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, well, it was very effective for Pogačar.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Belgium should be commended for doing something. You could argue that they should have just let him go when he went, not have done anything up until that point, so that they still had 6 riders to support Remco, and then drag him back on the flat roads between the steep climbs in the finale.
Yeah.
But he did keep saying, he knew that Remco was only a minute behind him, and he didn't try and put any more time into him. He was just, so who knows? He might have had loads left. He might have just kept. So yeah, I think he was the rightful winner. Didn't make it a good race. Belgium tried. Belgium made 40 kilometers of the race fun to watch, but the outcome was still pretty inevitable.
The vast majority of chatter on the live chat on Discord was all about Seixas in third.
Yeah, yeah.
That
19
that
years
seemed
old,
to be where,
only
yeah.
just as well.
Well, and who was fourth? Who was he racing against?
It was Scaroni, the guy who got
Scaroni.
loads and loads of points for Astana at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. So that was that's where most of the chatter was. It was basically like that was by far the most interesting duel in the entire men's race was between those two. Seixas is just so good.
Yeah.
As is Del
see,
Toro, by the way. We mentioned that earlier.
We'll talk about that later. We've got quite
Yes.
and things to
We
we
can have
block. Anyway, did
so
you see
good
L'Equipe's
block.
headline?
No.
Beg your pardon?
L'Equipe's headline for
Oh, no.
Paul Sextus was Déjà Grande, already big.
Oh.
So just if you want to take the temperature of where the French are at with their guy winning a bronze medal.
Thoughts and prayers with Paul Seixas.
Yeah, big time. Did you see also the fans, first of all, getting their whole arse out as he
Yeah.
rode past, but then sticking loads of flyers on him,
Yeah.
which was a bit weird.
It looked like
and
looked like the
Pogačar.
Royal Mile in Edinburgh in August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, bad vibe.
Bad
I mean,
vibe.
really, like the sort of the back-to-back comparison between the fans in Rwanda and the fans at Euros
God.
was like quite dramatic, and the
Mm.
fans in Rwanda were significantly better fans. They weren't
You
sticking
sound-
stickers on people.
You
Like,
sound like you're about to do a Europe has fallen tweet, Kaylee, and I'm not here for it.
no, I'm like. But Europe has been the where all these issues are like Montreal. We're not having crazy yahoos sticking
Well, it's
stuff
just
on people in
France.
Montreal.
It's just France, really.
It's just France.
It's
Yeah.
France
French.
is having a bad time right now.
It's not. It's the old cycling nations that feel they've gotten a little too comfortable
Well,
with
I was
the
thinking
riders.
France
I think.
just generally. I think most of France
I
is
mean,
just
yeah.
is
Yeah.
struggling right now
You know what I'm
politically.
You know what I'm rereading right now?
Jesus. What are you reading?
Le Freak.
Oh,
I need to.
Have you guys read that? Have you read
No,
it?
I
No.
need to.
Got to.
I studied economics at A
I
level
need to learn
and
how to
decided
read.
I
It's
can't.
got loads.
For those who don't know what I'm talking about, it's a book by Alex Duff, and it looks into the Amory family from a business perspective.
Yeah,
It
it's
is-
basically money
I've-
in cycling.
Yeah, I read it when it first came out, and I'm rereading it because it's that good, and it's like a good reminder of why. If you're ever like, why cycling, why you like this, that book tells you why. It tells you
I need to
exactly
read it.
why. I've just started reading it again this morning. I was here with
Sounds
my.
like it might be required reading. Then I
It is
take back
definitely-
my derision.
It is definitely required reading.
Can
I'm
I
sitting
can I
here with
log
my-
the hours?
With my new, absolutely, my new Stacey Snyder mug.
Ah.
While we're throwing
Snap.
plugs in here. Kip
Oh, wow.
beat me
Cheers.
to it by
Cheers.
like half a year. Cheers. There we go. Thank you, Stacey, for sending that over. I really appreciate you. Yeah, I was sitting there with my mug this morning, reading the book, and like literally in the prologue, I was reminded of the way that that Duff describes cycling and the way that the Amory family has built it as feudalism. Where like in feudalism, I'm taking us on a bit of a tangent here. In feudalism, right? So like you had a king, and then you had like serfs that would like do stuff on the land, right? And they got to keep some of the whatever they grew in the land, and then the other bits they had to give to the king because it was actually all his land. That's cycling, right? The pro cycling teams, they get to use the Tour de France's land, and they get to bring sponsorship in, and they get to keep that. But then also, the Tour de France keeps everything else,
I'm just
absolutely everything else.
you know what I'm picturing now?
Yeah.
Dominic Sirius, or however you say his name, in that episode of Unchained when the decathlon boys were sat around looking absolutely miserable. His serfs,
Yeah.
not delivering the goods.
Yeah,
I mean, I
he's
think-
one of, like,
I
the
think-
local enforcers.
Yeah,
I like I said, I had forgotten about this analogy, but I really do think cycling is feudalism, basically
Yeah.
top to bottom.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
really is.
Where are
It's
we?
just-
Where do we get to be? Are we in the
we
woods,
are.
like playing stringed instruments or something?
Yes, I was gonna say we are some sort of roving band.
probably
and we
high on mushrooms or something.
Yeah, we show up, and we entertain the downtrodden
little
masses. That's
Objective
what we do.
value.
Occasionally get thrown a bone by the one Ayusos of the serfdom.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to take us
That's
on
all
that.
right.
I was just
I
it was
enjoyed
on my
it.
mind this morning, and yeah, do highly recommend that book. And Kit and Johnny, you both of you got to read it as well.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think
Um,
everybody's got to read it. It's kind of like Ian not having seen Breaking Away yet, which I have been.
Oh my god! Wait,
Literally-
Not seen
Okay,
this either.
can we do a watch along then? I want to do a like a
Yeah.
like with
movie club.
Discord or something.
yeah, and then we can do a rewatchable style podcast with me, Ian, and whoever else
Yeah.
has watched Breaking Away. I would love that. That'd be great
Do
fun.
it.
I'd be
There we
all about
go.
it.
Off-season
Here-
podcast
could-
number one.
could we-
sorted.
we could
Basically
pull
an
in-
edit call this podcast today.
We could pull in somebody who one of my good friends has raced Little 500.
There we go.
I've covered it, but I've obviously raced it and go to IU. But yeah, we could pull in a Little 5
That would be a lot
Local.
of fun.
and like hardcore cyclists who, would have things to say about the
Yeah,
film as well.
Ian needs to see this.
I'm really
bring us
this is
back
I'll
to the
just
Euros?
I'll do pretty much almost anything to not talk about the European
Yeah.
Championships.
I've
Well,
got
I think
something
we've covered
actually
it. We've covered it.
I've actually got something interesting.
Okay,
Look,
Johnny.
If I'm having to bring us back, then you know it's gone. Okay, so Bisma Lisa Bike not competing in the European Championships. Their riders were though. So they thought it'd be kind, or I don't know, necessary to tweet out the fact. Okay, I'm gonna read it. There's 4 pictures of Jonas Vingegaard in Danish kit, and the caption or tweet reads: "Is Jonas' first championship appearance with the national team and his first one-day race since August 2024? Winky face."
Which he
at
DNF'd.
the bottom of the tweet, which he did DNF. Yeah, we didn't actually mention that. Yeah, DNF'd. I don't know. Apparently can't ride his bike once, but can for 21 times in a row. I'm too stupid to understand why that is the case. But then at the bottom of the tweet, it said this tweet was last edited at this time. So I clicked on it, being like, "That's weird. What do they have to edit?" They deleted the final line from the tweet, which said, "Hope you enjoy it, Jonas."
Why? Because he didn't.
I guess so, but it was before the race.
It was
so
before the race.
I don't know why they thought that needed deleting.
They didn't want the faff of putting him in different kit.
Yeah, I don't know.
He didn't have a good day.
They just
He
deleted
didn't
that
have a
line.
good day. Yeah,
But he might have still
he
enjoyed
dropped
it a
off the.
little bit.
Apparently he was unwell. Okay, so we're going back to Scalemoser now, who seems to be a fountain of great quotes as well. But he had a very bizarre thing to say about Jonas Vingegaard, 2-time Tour de France winner, recent Vuelta winner. Apparently he needed reminding that everyone else hurts when they're on a bicycle, and that actually carb loading makes you feel a bit sluggish for a bit. It's just, I think basically Jonas Vingegaard was feeling rather unlike himself, and same with Joao Almeida, who was also on his first race back after the Vuelta. But Scalemoser said, "He told me he wasn't feeling well. I tried to motivate him, reminding him that we were all suffering. I insisted that he should continue, because sometimes after 2 days of carbo loading, the legs can feel heavy until the body is fully activated."
2 days. That's
I mean,
mad.
Phil Jonas Vingegaard 2 days of carbs. I can imagine feeling sluggish. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where does it all go?
Well, precisely. But yeah, so he was dropped before the halfway point, but he hasn't been training specifically for it. He just wanted to test himself. And he has won a one-day race in that exact region. So it's not completely beyond the realms of possibility that he could have done something there, but he didn't do anything there at all.
Why does the European champion wear a jersey all season, but the other champions don't?
They do.
Do they?
They do. You
Yeah.
just don't see them.
The African
I guess they're
Ryan
just not
Gibbons
at the race, are they?
Yeah.
Ryan Gibbons in the African champions jersey, remember?
Yeah.
And occasionally there's an Astana rider in that.
I was thinking like Pan Am's,
multicoloured.
but I guess like nobody's been.
There was one of the what was his? Which one was it? Was it Pierre-Andre Cotte, who was the Canadian chap? I think he might have
That's
been.
a guy.
He was. He wrote for Human Powered Health, and now he's.
Sort of answered my own question, which is that it's just like not somebody you're going to see at the front of the Tour de France generally.
Except Ryan Gibbons, who has
except Ryan
won
Gibbons.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. It's tends to be. I mean, there occasionally an Astana rider will have the Asian champions jersey, which is I think the rainbow stripes, but with white in between them. It's quite a kind of cheeky jersey. It looks it looks like a Masters World Champions jersey. You know,
isn't that the one that what's her name in the women's peloton was wearing?
No, you're thinking about Mauritius.
Oh yeah, that's a confusing one as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it is at least the Mauritian flag.
Oh, fair point. Well made.
This is just Johnny and I throwing out really stupid takes and then Kit batting them back.
It's been a long season. It's
been a long season.
Can I throw out a take? I am glad that Pogačar won because I dislike the European champions.
Yeah, I don't love it
jersey
either.
so
People talk about it so much.
That's where I was going with the jersey question.
I don't love it.
It's rubbish. It's so when Christophe Laporte was wearing it, it just makes it. It's just like
it looks like a word art jersey.
Yeah, it's like the branding on the side of a building on a nondescript European motorway.
Yeah.
Where it's just like a company that like processes grains or something, and it's just boring and makes me sad. So I'm glad
there is no
that
branding,
he
right?
won.
Like the world champion stripes are among the greatest branding anywhere in sport, right? Just so simple, so easily identified, like just visual.
Well, it's obviously it's a bit EU-y, isn't it? Like.
Yeah,
jersey design. So much derision, Johnny.
Well, because that's a rubbish like brand. Like it's boring as well.
You're saying jersey design by committee and regulation? Is that what we're talking about?
Popular by popular vote, maybe.
Yeah,
that's always gone so well before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's my main take.